does Delhi look like as restrictions come into force on the eve of the G20 summit? We are now at the India Gate Circle trying to drive around and see what it feels like. You see very minimal traffic on the Delhi roads. G20 posters, decorative fountains have really set up this place even as delegates start arriving. Number of heads of states have already touched down. Many others are just on their way. Bharat Mandapam area is out of bounds for public, but here this is also the New Delhi area. This is near the India Gate Circle, but police is for now letting some vehicles ply. We've not had any instance of police stopping anybody from moving ahead. You can see some decorative work going on. Guneet, if you can show these trees which have been decked up with marigold flowers on your right, just next to India Gate, apart from posters, and there is also beautification, last minute touches that are being given. More or less, Delhi looks like how it did, or this part of Delhi looks like how it did when the COVID lockdown had been imposed. Police has said that there is no lockdown, but there are restrictions in the New Delhi area. However, people have decided to stay indoors and enjoy this extended weekend. It was Janmashtami, followed by the G20. Either offices have declared offs or they are asking people to work from home. And then there is, of course, the weekend. So people have decided to stay indoors. There are some foreign tourists also whom we have spotted. We met a couple from France who wanted to go see the Humayun's tomb, but they did not get a chance as Humayun's tomb has been shut down. A number of country heads and delegates want to see areas like the Humayun's tomb, areas like the Akshardham temple, the Lodhi garden area. Some have even requested that they be allowed to see Delhi Hat. And while speaking to you, we have crossed the India Gate area. We have now reached near the Ashok Road, Rajendra Prasad Road circle. There are important hotel venues also on this road. There are two important hotels here, Shangri-La and Le Méridien, both hosting delegates. Shangri-La, in fact, is slated to host Rishi Sunak, the UK Prime Minister, as well. So this is a very high security zone. But even here, as we are showing you, the police is not really stopping you. But the roads are empty. I think voluntarily people in Delhi have decided that they do not want to make any obstruction in the way of the administration's carrying out its duty. This could be far tightened when the carcades start moving. Once the delegates arrive, and I think there will be bilaterals on the evening of 8th as well. So once all the delegates arrive, and then the movement from the hotels to the Bharat Mandapam, which is the venue, is concerned, it is then that you might see maximum restrictions kicking in. For now, though, you see public vehicles are off the road in this stretch. No autos, no buses, even taxis can't be spotted, but private vehicles are being allowed. At every few meters, there are PCR vans, there are police barricades, and there are also policemen on duty standing alert. And you can see there Shangri-La Hotel in your frame now. So while driving through this part of Delhi, we've now reached the Shangri-La Hotel, and the Meridian Hotel too is right across. So even here, some foreign tourists can be seen, some foreign tourists on the road here, but it is largely empty and completely decked up for G20. So that is the look and feel of Delhi. This road on the left, which Guneet is now showing you, leads you to Parliament and the National Media Centre. This has been shut down completely, but otherwise, by and large, I think this is the feel of Delhi that you get. This is how Delhi looks like when you travel through. This is how Delhi is looking on the eve of the G20 summit from the 9th to the 10th of September 2023. So we are at the South Extension Market trying to understand from people of Delhi if they faced any inconvenience. नाम बताइए, कहाँ के रहने वाले?
साकेत से।
आप साकेत से? साकेत से साउथ एक्स आने में किसी तरह की कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शंस, कोई बैरिकेड, कोई रोक टोक?
नहीं, बड़ा सपोर्टिव मुझे लगा। जैसे मेट्रो में आज आम दिनों की अपेक्षा तो बड़ा कम भीड़ था। शायद हो सकता है फियर फैक्टर हो लोगों में।
आप मेट्रो से आए हैं? आप रेगुलरली मेट्रो से ही आते हैं?
नहीं, मैं रैपिडो से आता हूँ जनरली।
अच्छा, तो आज मेट्रो का चॉइस क्यों किया आपने?
आज मैंने ट्राई किया तो हाफ एन आवर तक तो किसी ने पिक ही नहीं करा। तो मुझे लगता है रैपिडो या अदर जो पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट है वहाँ पे कुछ चैलेंजेस हैं, तो मुझे लगा मेट्रो कैन बी द बेटर ऑप्शंस।
और मेट्रो में आपको कोई इनकन्वीनियंस नहीं?
नहीं कन्विंस नहीं है, मुझे लगता है 40% कम पॉपुलेशन वहाँ पे क्राउड था.
40% कम crowd.
Yeah, almost.
आप कहाँ से आए हैं दिल्ली?
I came from Chirag, Delhi.
You came from Chirag, Delhi. How did you come here?
By bus, and there is no traffic. That's good.
So the bus is also empty.
Bus is empty. Yeah.
Okay, so your daily commute also by bus only?
Only daily by bus, but there is no rush in bus today.
Okay, there's no rush in bus. आप बात करना चाहेंगी कहाँ से हैं आप? Where are you
फरीदाबाद.
from? You come from Faridabad to Southex. How have you come? How do you travel usually?
लाइक वैसे तो मैं स्कूटी से आई हूँ, देन आई विल टेक द मेट्रो.
तो फरीदाबाद से जब आप क्रॉस कर रही थी, बॉर्डर क्रॉस करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम?
ज्यादा तो नहीं, बट हाँ रैंडमली जो उनकी इंक्वायरीज होती हैं, लाइक कहाँ जा रहे हो, क्यों जा रहे हो, ऑफिसेज और मोस्ट बंद है आपके, तो ऑफिसेज का कोई आई कार्ड वगैरह हो या नहीं हो, तो उसके रिगार्डिंग उनका थोड़ा सा.
आपने अपना आई कार्ड दिखाया उनको?
नो आई डोंट हैव एनी आई
तो
कार्ड.
फिर आपको कैसे अलाउ किया उन्होंने?
एक्चुअली मैंने बोला कि काफी सारे ऑफिसेज खुले हैं, आप मेरे सीनियर से बात कर सकते हैं. साउथ एक्स पार्ट 2 में मैं जॉब करती हूँ, तो मेव इट्स अ वेरी ह्यूज ब्रांड, यू नो, आपने भी सुना होगा मान्यवरन, तो मेव इट्स अ न्यू ब्रांड. तो उसी के रिगार्डिंग मैंने उनको प्रॉपर अपनी इंक्वायरी दी, देन दे लाइक कि हाँ ठीक है आप जा सकते
So overall, police was cooperative with you. There was
हैं.
no.
डेफिनेटली दे आर वेरी कोऑपरेटिव.
Okay, I think the Delhi Police top brass will be happy to hear these voices from South Delhi's Ring Road area. People have travelled here from Pitampura, Faridabad, Saket, and most have taken either the metro or the public transport. Some who have come in their own vehicle also say that yes, they were stopped at barricades and questions were asked. But overall, they're happy with the police bandobast and not really complaining about the restrictions here in the non-NDMC, non-New Delhi areas. The entire stretch of road near the Taj Hotel and ITC Maurya have been shut down. The barricades are being removed only for vehicles with the CD number plate, the diplomatic number plate, and the police vehicles. Other than that, the entire stretch of Sardar Patel Marg, which leads you towards Dhaula Kuan, which leads you towards the Taj Hotel and ITC Maurya, that has been shut. You can see how police is putting the barricades back because no vehicle will be allowed down this route. All other entry points towards these two hotels are also shut. So if you have to travel towards the Delhi airport, how do you really do that? Because that Sardar Patel Marg via Dhaula Kuan takes you to airport terminals T1, T2 and T3. We are now moving forward to check what the security bandobast is like as you move towards the airport. So from Sardar Patel Marg, we've come to the road that takes you to the Delhi airport and onwards towards Gurgaon. Even here, compared to normal days, on this side of the road, traffic is very less. But on the other lane, if you see, I think barricades have been put in there and police is checking, and that's why there is a traffic pile-up on the other side. So if you're coming in from the Delhi airport side, because delegates are also taking this route, there are barricades that have been put in by Delhi police and checking is on. But on the route that takes you from Delhi towards the T3 airport, T1 or towards Gurgaon, there is hardly any traffic. What are the restrictions once we reach the airport terminal side? Let's show you that. So after driving across the city, we've gone to the New Delhi area. We have driven across Sardar Patel Marg, most of which is closed for traffic. This is the area which houses Taj Hotel, where President Joe Biden will be hosted. The other areas also like Shangri-La, traffic is allowed to move, but it is a restricted zone. Security could be tightened further as the world leaders start touching down. Most of them have touched down in New Delhi. We've reached the airport, not much difficulty in coming here, but as you move away from the airport, there could be some checks and some restrictions as well. So what is the overall message? In Delhi, markets are open, malls are open in South Delhi, outside of New Delhi area. But even in those areas where there are restrictions or there are control zones, carry your valid I card, carry your valid documents if you're going to a hospital, or your tickets if you're going to the airport and the railway station, and just have some time at hand so that cops on duty can check you. Other than that, Delhi police and the paramilitary forces on the ground seem to be trying to send this message that they don't want to inconvenience Delhiites, but at the same time ensure that the G20 delegates have a memorable experience. With Guneet Singh Vedi, this is Arunima.